Hi friends, it's Rylan. It's Wednesday, January 25th, 2017 at 9:41 p.m. And um so I was just writing. By the way, I painted my nails. I hate painting my nails, but I felt like doing it, so YOLO. Um so I shaved my mustache. So I am all smooth and I once again look like a little girl. Oh my god, BT dubs, chemical burn from dyeing my hair. Like literally my skin is like charred. Um and it hurts and it burns. Right on. But anyway, so this is what I would like to talk about. I would like to talk about people ghosting on you on the internet. I feel like we live in such a day and age that it's so easy to just poof on people and to stop talking to people when you've lost interest or when they hurt you or when you start hating them or whatever. And I guess specifically I'm going to gear this towards how that feels for a person with borderline personality disorder. One of the main symptoms of borderline personality disorder is fear, intense fear of abandonment, whether it's real or perceived. So as I've said in other videos, the way that my borderline really affects me is I am afraid that everyone in my life is going to leave me, no matter who you are. I am just waiting for the time that someone is going to get sick of me and say, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done, or that they'll just ghost on me. And the reason I'm making this video now is because someone that I considered like one of my closest friends just completely ghosted on me 2 weeks ago. They were an internet friend, and like before you judge me and you're like, oh, that doesn't count, like no, internet friends count because he knew everything about my life. I knew as much as he told me about his. Like he wasn't lying. Like I knew about his life. Anyway, so after like 7 months of like talking to him and building up this relationship with him, he became one of my closest friends. And he is the person that I was most transparent with about my illness and my fears of abandonment, because I would always be texting him, are you going to leave me? Why are you still friends with me? Why are you still talking to me? Blah, 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 blah. And that's enough to want to make a person leave. But he never did until now. He was always really supportive. He was my FP for life, which just means favorite person. And yeah, I really trusted this person and like cared about them and like loved them in a completely platonic way. And then they just stopped talking to me. And I've found that there are a lot of people in my life that I have just randomly been stopped being talked to. Another person that I thought was one of my really good friends, who happened to be an internet friend as well, who I knew for a year, just stopped talking to me and basically told me that I was crazy and that I needed to get help and check myself into a hospital. That was one of the last conversations we had. And I texted them like 2 weeks ago and said, I really miss you. Read my answer, no response. So I think it's really detrimental for people to be cowards and just stop talking to people. I think if you have something to say and someone did something that you don't like, that you should be a fucking human being, and say something about it instead of just like disappearing like a little bitch. I don't know what I did wrong in either of these situations, especially the situation with my FP, but I can only assume that I was just too much. That, you know, one person can only take so much from another person. I put a lot on this person. He's 25 years old, and I was like, here's my life, here's all my baggage, I'm cutting myself, I'm drinking, I'm depressed, you know, like, that's a lot to give anybody, you know, and especially, like, we're young, we have our own problems, you know. I know that he struggles with depression, too, but I just think that it's so shitty for people to just, like, stop talking to other people Happened again a couple months ago in December when I first started cutting, because this guy, expressed an interest in me, and I told him all about my borderline personality and scared the shit out of him, and then he just stopped talking to me. So I've been left by 3 people since December. No wonder I was in a psych hospital for a day the other day. No fucking wonder, because everyone keeps on leaving. I don't know what the point of this video is besides complaining, I guess. But it's just like, I don't know, for those of you that have borderline, I know that you can understand this on a deep level, that we're so afraid of being abandoned, and then when those fears are actually realized by the people that you care about, it's it's earth-shattering. It fucking feels terrible. And I feel like there's better ways to handle situations than by just Xing people out and stopping talking to them. Tell me that I'm negative. Tell me that we don't click or that I'm too much. Don't just ignore me. You know what I mean? I just think that's a really immature way to handle things. And I especially think blocking people, removing them from Facebook, or blocking your phone number, or the worst invention for people with borderline is read receipts, or on Kik or WhatsApp or Facebook, when you can see that someone read your message and they didn't respond. There is nothing that makes me want to die more than when someone I care about reads one of my messages and does not fucking respond. I can't handle that. The people that know me the best know that they should respond, because I will freak out and think that you hate me or that you died or something horrible like that. Because my brain just doesn't really like to leave room to think that maybe you're taking a shower or a shit or you're grocery shopping. My brain doesn't really go to that. It goes to the extreme they're abandoning me type bullshit. So I just need to get this off my chest, because I'm really hurt that this person is not talking to me. I thought, in the final 2 weeks of us keeping in contact, I started to believe that they actually weren't going to leave me and that this person was going to be my friend for a long time, and guess I was wrong. Guess I was fucking wrong. So, that's me complaining for 7 minutes. If you're still watching this, I'm sorry. I just needed to get this off my chest.